Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another channel where we'll be talking about the problem with African accents in Hollywood. Seriously, bro, we don't talk like that. We do not talk like that. As an African myself and as a person who lives in Africa and has been exposed to a lot of African media, I can say that we do not talk like that. Take this, for example, from Cyrax.
I hope I don't hurt that handsome face.
Then take this from a local media.
So at what point did you know that, like, yeah, I'm blown? Oh yeah,
I'm
good to
blown.
know, yeah.
Ah,
Can you speak Yoruba?
I can understand.
So, ladies and gentlemen, has come to my understanding, or I have come to see an occurrence or a trend that we are very.
I hope I don't hurt that handsome face. Why?
I do not even know what where to put, but there's a slight distaste when it comes to African representation in Hollywood, or rather Western media. You feel me? Because whatever you're saying is just BS, man. I can't take it anymore, man. I've seen a loads and loads, man. Maybe that person is an African descendant, but Ram, and I don't know what they tell them to do because it doesn't cook for them. It was right that I delved a bit deeper into this problem, or rather, I delve a bit deeper and just show you receipts of what the people were saying in the past, in the present. You feel me? So I went onto the internet and I came across this Reddit post, or rather this Reddit page, our unpopular opinion, and it talks about how this one person hates African accent in American movies. It says, I'm a Ghanaian and I've watched a lot of American movies. Barely watch them nowadays. I was watching an episode of The Good Doctor today, and there was the episode where there was a Kenyan couple in there and the accent was totally off. This made me think about all the movies I can remember with the damn African accent. Even in Black Panther, we don't sound that way when speaking English. If you think I'm lying, check out African news channels. Yes, the accent isn't uniform in the region, but it's not dumb like you Americans portray in your movies. And we also don't live in forests and war-stricken societies like your movies show. If you are genuinely interested in knowing about Africa, I suggest you stay away from what your education system and news channels show you. Learn about Africa from African media the way you get to know the truth. Well, we have to dissect that in a way, because first he talks about a Kenyan couple in the Kenyan and how the Kenyan accent was totally off. Bro, it's not even that, bro. Like, genuinely any person from Africa, bro. Like, like, first of all, you have to know this, huh? Shoka, I stay in Kenya, right? It's not even Shoka, but I stay in Kenya. I do not sound like the way maybe that supposedly person from Kenya, in that Good Doctor show that I haven't watched, those couples. I don't sound like that, bro. I'm pretty sure they made this weird ass like accent. Oh,
my brother, come and help me.
I don't know how they do it, bro. Like, it's so weird, fam. Why would we sound so robotic in some way, fam? You feel me? And then he just talks about how, like, also about how many Western media try, like, especially movies, they try to portray us Africa as was stricken. Bro, that's a fact, bro. Like, I can't lie. Most of them, maybe, at least from what I've come across, maybe you tell me if there is some that I should watch that it portrays a better story, of Africa being good, or in some way, if that even makes sense. Yeah. Many of them, you see, like, beat piracy, there's this warlord, about warlords, all that kind of stuff. Okay, right? For real? Like, okay, in truth, yes, there is, bro, but there's a bigger picture that we can portray rather than just rah rah. And I feel, and I agree with him. You feel me? When it comes to, like, monopolizing or like making money of something, obviously good story or touching story sometimes maybe in quotes won't sell. Maybe war will sell, I guess. I don't know, bro. But you feel me? But it's good also to we can portray art in many different types of ways, you feel me? And let's change that narrative, please. It's not like I'm begging them Hollywood, whoever, directors or whatever, like to just to show or portray, because we also have our own mediums like Nollywood and other kind of stuff. They portray some good stuff, so shout out to them, fam. You feel me? The response from the Reddit, gets juicy. They say they just make accent. Okay, one said they just make accents easier for Americans to understand. I'm from Scotland, and it's exactly the same. Shy of actual Scottish actors, there are very few convincing Scottish accents in cinema. In fact, British accents outside of posh accents are usually terrible, unless it's a British actor. When like I don't have much take on the British, like representation, or like when it comes to British accent or whatever, when it's being portrayed in the films. But like when growing up, there was this like watching and coming across this like films and whatever. There's always this like lingo, that is like the way the person has just said posh, like
Ha ha ha, mate. Ha ta ta ta. See you later.
like there's that lingo, you feel me? And coming across UK YouTubers and all that, it's not all that, bro. Like it comes across with different personalities, and how they've been raised from what area and all that kind of stuff. And so like representing a certain thing with just one thing of an ideology that you've just put and just say no, this is it. It's very wrong, man. Like it's very wrong. It's doing a disservice, man. And another response says, if they want to make it easier for them to understand, why not try imitating the real accent rather than giving them some damn shit? Facts, bro. Facts. Another one, it says they are American. They only understand comically stereotyped accents, like I've said before. They think every English person sounds like they are from Downton Abbey. Every Scot sounds like Shrek. Every Russian sounds like they are in a Russian mafia. Africa is a single country with one accent, and all Africans live in madness. I agree they should have a legit accent. I just soften it a little bit instead of just a generic stereotype. Wow. Facts, bro. Facts. I do not live in Wakanda, bro. Africa is not a country. I mean, if it could be very powerful. I mean, I'm not gonna get in politics, but anyway, you know what? Let me just give you another example. There's this film Concussion, starring Will Smith. This Will Smith's movie, when I came across, like when I was doing my research about weird African accent, representation and whatnot, I came across this 2015 Will Smith movie, and it was weird. Something was wrong. I was like, okay, what is it all about? It's basically about he is basically he's basically representing like real life someone called Bennett Omalu, right? So yeah, bro, just listen to what he was saying in a court hearing in the movie, bro.
I am a certified physician executive with a specialty in emergency medicine.
I mean, it's off, bro. I'm like, what? And the funny thing is that they're saying that is Nigerian, bro. Like, bro, what? I've never heard any Nigerian speak like that, bro. Back then, okay, people weren't much sensitive back then, but like people were actually saying that he sounds like a Nigerian with concussion.
Sent me the link, and he said Will Smith is doing a Nigerian accent. He sounds like a Nigerian with a concussion.
Again, we do not sound like that. Again, let me put for you this another example. Let me put for you this Leonardo DiCaprio film. Forgotten the name. I'm gonna put it out here.
Get one more dead body instead of aeroplane way full with grenade launchers. Something I go to the government, huh?
Sierra Leone's. Really? Bro, you sound like, I don't know even what you sound like, bro. You sound... What is that, bro? Nah, bro. Let's now go to a film that has really had a more bitter taste, in people's eyes. The Woman King, right? Here, Viola Davis, if that's her name. Just speaking, bro. And the other chick, bro.
You out. I have watched soldiers die because they did not have discipline. Their easy life did not prepare them for... I did not have an easy life.
They're telling, bro, bro? What the F, man? Like, why, bro? We don't sound like that, bro. Rather yet, just speak in your normal American accent, then just portray it. Or rather yet, bring a Nigerian woman who or whoever, that specific story is being told, bring that specific person and let them, do their thing, bro, instead of putting this narrative that we speak like that, bro. And the thing is, like, if you listen very keenly, like all this accent, like Leonardo DiCaprio's one, Will Smith one, Viola Davis, they all have this same, like, may I say phonetic, or maybe I say this almost similar sound. Like, bruh, is this what they teach y'all in them acting schools or whatever? Y'all need to do better, bro. Better don't do it, bro. Don't do it, bro. I pray that we as Africans ourselves, continue funding, our projects so that we can portray our stories ourselves rather than waiting for other mediums to portray our story. You feel me? Be it like that it was controversial or not. On to The Woman King. There were some articles about it that really aired out their grievances. The complicated history and ethics of The Woman King. The Woman King, the truth about slavery matters. The Woman King's historical lies, why they matter. And then another, article from The Conversation, it states, anthropologists who have studied the legacies of slavery in Africa and who grew up in Benin, I agree that our approaches to internal slavery or African participation in the slave trade must not be minimized. Their existence should also not serve the dehumanization of Africans or justify the erasure of their complex histories. My criticism of the movie is related to the misuse of fiction. Filmmaking often involves the liberal creation of plot points and character arcs, but is there a limit to our right to alter history? African histories are not inconsequential. They don't deserve simple reinvention. Africans have a right to demand fair and layered representations. Factual. And I had read another post, it was talking about how they felt that the film was cartoonish. There you have it, man.
Another way to, like, represent the culture better is to actually live within the culture, experience your culture for yourself, at least for some years, and then you can emulate, or rather you can show that side, from your own point of view, rather than just picking up beats and then putting it for yourself. I came across this podcast, this Korean guy who actually was raised in Togo, and bro, the way he just gives love to the culture, he does the accent or whatever, just justice. You feel me? That is what I'm talking about. That is what we're here for. You feel me? Not some blatant beat black guy from, I don't know, Atlanta or whatever, or just some guy from an African descendant who has lived their entire life in the US of A or whatever, not to know anything about the culture, or rather has not experienced the culture, and then gives us a narrative of an accent, bro. It ain't giving, bro. Shout out to that guy and shout out to more, bro, who are just representing the culture, right?
Comment tu es arrivé au Togo d'abord? Eh frérot, ça là, il faut demander ça à mon père. Hein? Bon, moi je suis né là-bas. Tu sais que nous les Togolais, là, on est beaucoup influencés par les Ivoiriens. Non? C'est quoi ta nourriture togolaise préférée? C'est la pâte avec la sauce à des mains. Hein? Akoumé. Tu vois, akoumé là, akoumé là, c'est ça la pâte, tu vois. Ouais. Et puis maintenant la sauce à des mains, je sais pas, à des mains là, c'est comme ça on appelle ça quoi. Je sais pas avec quoi ils ont fabriqué, mais ça là. Parce que c'est des sorciers qui ont fait ça. Parce que ça là, c'est trop doudou. T'as coiffé là, j'espère que tu vas aimer ça. Hein.
I don't know if I've even made sense by even making this video, but I'm pretty sure I have put my point across the table. Anything that is indigenous, we just have to treat it properly. You feel me? At least as a viewer, or at least as a kid, when I'm watching this, I'm like, yo, okay. Not like I'm watching this, I'm like, huh? But you even think to yourself, do I even speak like that? Tell me, guys, what your opinions are in the comments. Please do like, comment, subscribe to 1,000 subs. And I'll see you guys in a bit. Peace.